Somebody wanted to take every photo. I mean, my mom had like 2 and 3 generations back, so they were
pictures.
Yeah, they were trying to get all the pictures.
Who took the Bible, the big decorative one that's in the living room, that's open to the colorful pictures with Jesus with the word?
They like to open in the Psalms because that's around the middle. Make it look like it's
like we read
big open book
with the gold around the edges.
Come on now.
That's a nice Bible.
Big white Bible.
That's a nice Bible.
Leather bound, oversized Bible.
You know me, Vic. Y'all are killing me bringing back jokes.
Unto you.
That's right.
Verily I say unto you.
That's right. You be like, hey, he's in the Rick James version of the Bible. Hey, we come back. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but we stalling because Harry Southern's going to come back, and we only want to talk politics with him. But if you want to weigh in, give us a call, 1-855-SHERWON, or email us at SherLunderwoodRadio.com.
We're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, we're in the sports bar with Minka to talk about.
We're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, we're in the sports bar with Minka to talk on women from the eavesdrop. And then we got a sports update from Jim Kelly coming up in the next break. And then we got In Case You Missed It.
You are listening to BeatsCoastRadio.com.
There we go.
Oh, what's poppin'? What's going on? Monday, 7 o'clock. You already know what it is. Just a Bit Outside radio show. I am your host, Keisha, and to my right, as always, my main man, Mark Foster. What's poppin', baby?
I'm staying dry. That's the important thing.
Staying dry?
Staying dry.
More importantly, are you staying the whole time? You're not going to quit me at the half point, are you?
I might. We'll have to see what happens in the locker room.
Can't retire on me, yo. I need you here the whole time, homie.
Yeah.
I need you here the whole time.
Right into that one.
Yeah. Yep, another wet Wednesday out here, man.
Wednesday.
That means Monday. Damn, I don't know why I'm thinking about Wednesday. That's
the hell am I doing
Wednesday
here on
on the brain. Monday. Another wet Monday here in Charm City at Big Exposed Radio. What's going on around town, yo, besides this hurricane and fake ass state of emergency?
Well, we got the tropical depression. Like,
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, prayers to everyone in South Carolina, North Carolina, because that's some serious shit there we're going through.
Yeah, all jokes aside.
5 people died or something like that at least.
I thought it was more. I think I heard more.
Probably even more. Yeah, 5 was like what I saw yesterday, so it's probably gone up by now. But yeah, like it brings us rain, but they're going through a lot, so yeah, prayers out to them. But my question is, now that it's being downgraded from hurricane to a tropical depression, do they shorten the name too? Is it now Flo instead of Florence? She never expects it. It's always there every week, though.
Oh, Mark. I love it.
I got kids. I got the dad jokes.
No, it's okay. It's funny. We're going, okay. Flo. Flo, yo, in the house. All right.
Not Flojo. Not to be confused with Flojo.
Oh, shit. What else is going on? I know we saw something online, or it's been going around, that we're gonna have a parade this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? Parade for the Squirrel Man with the squirrel dance.
For the Hall of Famer himself.
Yeah.
I think it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. So the city is gonna have a parade for Ray Lewis for being inducted into the Hall of Fame. As if the whole Hall of Fame ceremony wasn't enough, I guess we had to bring celebration back home too, right?
I just hope they don't give him a live mic, like
Right,
especially if it's raining. Like maybe like on the parade route, like have some speakers going, because you know it's gonna be slow moving. He's got a half hour, 45 minutes just for that.
Yeah.
Get it all out, Ray.
Yeah, they probably had this whole like March parade thing, and then the destination point would be an altar, complete with another headpiece, like head mic, and just gonna go to town again in true Ray form.
I think it's gonna be at City Hall at the end point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, there's your altar then.
Like actually, we posted up the article from Baltimore Sun that gave, like the parade route, the times, and everything. So yeah, I mean, for you it's probably a short walk, but I might make the trip down. We'll see.
can't be disclosing the location of the Batcave, yo. No, just about
City Morgue.
Yeah. City living, yo. You gonna go? Are we going?
I'm gonna try. No
okay, are we gonna try? I'm gonna try as well.
Just don't get into vodka the night before.
Oh man. What time is the? Do you know what time the parade is? Can we get that
they
information
know,
out there?
but we'll look it up.
I don't know.
And we'll forget and not give it to you.
Fucking check out the show page, dude.
Google.
Yeah, it's your friend. It's your friend.
Have you seen the website? Let me Google that for you.
No.
Oh God, I love it. Whenever people are like, what's this? You gotta let me Google that for you. You put it in, and then it creates a link. So you send them that link, and it shows the word being typed into Google, and shows the results for them. It's awesome.
Is this?
It's so smart-assy.
I know. I'm gonna say, is this what we have come to?
Absolutely.
God damn it. Okay. All right, yeah. Let's keep it moving. We got a hometown hero this week. What's popping in Baltimore, yo? Who we highlighting?
Hometown hero.
Oh.
Going just a bit outside.
Okay. All right.
It's actually not sports at all, but it's local. It's hometown, and you probably heard. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
There's a little movie out called White Boy Rick.
Yeah, I want to see that joint.
Hell yeah.
Yo, but okay, so I look at the trailers, right? And I understand there has to be some type of drug activity going on in the movie. But outside of that, I can't really figure out what the hell's going on.
It takes place in Detroit in the 80s. It's actually based on a true story.
Cool.
This teenager basically became a drug kingpin.
Okay.
Turned FBI informant, turned whatever. But the hometown connection, because it takes place in Detroit, is a young man by the name of Richie Merritt. Richie Merritt is the star of the movie. He plays the lead role, the lead character. And he also happens to be a student at Dundalk High.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. It's his first acting role. Go to his IMDb page, one role.
Yo, that's kind of dope.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see here. He plays an inner city teenager, Richard Wersch Jr. in the film.
Right.
Which his dad is played by Matthew McConaughey.
Right.
Like going in for your first role.
Right. And you got Maddie Mac.
Yeah. Let's see. Dundalk High School student receiving rave reviews for his movie role opposite Matthew McConaughey as an FBI informant in the 80s Detroit. Teenager Richard Wersch Jr., a gun runner turned FBI informant turned drug dealer.
What the hell? So gun he just made his way all the way around.
Gun runner, FBI informant, drug dealer.
Oh, man.
The real Wersch is still in jail at 49.
Really?
He's getting huge reviews. Peter DeBerge of Variety says the standout turn here is Merritt's projecting both the streetwise toughness that attracted the authorities and kind of determination that, under different social environments, might have allowed for Rick to find a legitimate path to a better life. Entertainment Weekly writes Merritt's naturalistically low-key performance and says his performance allows you to see the vulnerability beneath Rick's outward swagger. And then another review of Patriot Ledger, I don't know what source that is. For his debut, Merritt, who was in nearly every scene as a first-time actor.
That's crazy.
In a motion picture, that's crazy. Cries on cue and aptly conveys the poignant moment in a child's life when he realizes that his parent isn't perfect, that dad has real feelings, anxieties, and makes mistakes. It's hard to root for a drug dealer who continues to make bad choices, even if those actions are in the name of family. But he is effective in showing a tangible loss of innocence, which is the trajectory the character takes all the way to the big house where he unjustly remains.
That's what's up.
Dude,
that's a pretty decent review.
Like, I wanted to see the movie in the first place, but then finding out the local connection and just how awesome he's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go out of my way to see it.
Dunbar, stand up! Like, I'm surprised. I said Dunbar.
Dundalk. Dundalk.
Oh, Dundalk. Okay.
Dundalk.
Oh, even more intriguing. Wow. I'm surprised that they're like really not like pushing that around here.
I'm seeing more and more articles as it's gaining momentum, and I think there's even like Oscar buzz. So, you know, you're gonna see more.
I mean, like you got Matthew McConaughey in the mix. Like,
yeah.
Wow, man, like I said, that's pretty dope.
Right.
Oh, right. He about to get burned like shit, man. I know he's pumped. I wonder how he feels.
Oh, like big shit.
Right. From Dundalk to the big screen. That's off the chain.
Yeah.
Off the chain. All right, cool. Well, the birds, the Oriole birds, that is, let me be clear. The Oriole birds, they play tonight, but I don't know if
they might play tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna get that game off anytime soon because it's raining like a mug. And but we do have another game going on. We got Monday Night Football going down between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Seattle's on the road. Both teams last week suffered some pretty tough losses.
Yeah.
And Seattle, I can't remember the last time they started off 0-2.
Not the Russell Wilson era.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So, an intriguing matchup on a lot of levels. Okay, I think the defensive aspect of the game is going to be the most important for this game. Seattle's lost a lot of people on defense.
Oh yeah, the Legion of Boom is not been in Seattle forever.
Gosh, pretty much just the heart and soul of the defense is gone.
Yeah.
And I think that they're feeling that pretty early on.
For sure, and they have some good pieces. The Griffin brothers, which Shaquem, we talked about it before. Dude has one hand, and he
right.
Week 1, he actually looked really good. He had some good numbers.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of solo tackles and whatnot. But they're not necessarily in a rebuild, but they're still a team that's trying to get back to that glory that they've had the last few seasons.
Right on. And on the other hand, you got Chicago, who's kind of leveling up on the defense. The addition of Khalil Mack, that's paying dividends off really early. I think, what was it, last game, their first game, which was against Green Bay, they had 4 sacks on Aaron Rodgers, and I believe just as many, maybe 4 or 5 tackles for a loss. So their defense is looking mighty sharp.
Well, they put the fear of God into Packers fans for at least a half of play last week.
Yeah.
When Aaron Rodgers was carted out. Getting injured as it is, but being carted out, you're like, damn, that could be gone for the season. And how Rodgers made it back is amazing.
Right. But back to Chicago. Like I said, they got it clicking on all cylinders on the defense. And Seattle, I think they announced that Doug Baldwin is not going to play.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of their offense. And they have 2 running backs. Gosh, what is the running back's name? I can't remember the running back's name. One they picked up in the 7th round.
On Chicago?
No, Seattle. But they got 2 running backs too. All right. When we come back, we'll finish up on Monday Night Football, and we'll also talk about Josh Gordon. So don't go anywhere. I'm getting high, yo.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, Super Producer. See how they left us to just fend for ourselves, brothers.
It's all good, though.
That's right.
We still got the sports bar.
That's right. Where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. And don't forget, our phone lines are open to you. We got the Call Me promotion, 1-855-SHERYL1. And call us and say, hey, we want somebody from Cheryl Underwood Radio to call us back. Even if it's me, we will start to return your calls when our favorite country lawyer, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland, returns. But you just tell us how you're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio. What's your radio station? Are you listening to the podcast, The World According to Cheryl, the podcast of Cheryl Underwood Radio? How you listening to us? Satellite, low power, AM, FM, gospel, whatever, hip hop, R&B, whatever you're listening to is Cheryl Underwood Radio. Just tell us that. We're going to air your call, but we're not going to air your phone number. Give us a phone number. We come and let me add this to it, Kyle. Tell us what time to call you.
Please do.
Because we're going to start calling whenever we get together.
I had an idea for your promotion, Cheryl.
What's the idea? What's the idea? You'll tell me off the air?
Yeah, just in case you don't like it.
Okay. Well, I might like it. But anything you bring, I'm going to like because you're contributing. And, but we're going to air your call. But we won't air your phone number. But we will also air the call where we call you. So if we call you and we get boo-doo-doo, We're going to air it. If we call you and we get a voicemail, we're going to leave you a message, but we're going to air it. If we call you pick up and you talking crazy, we might not air that. We want you to keep your job.
We do want you to keep
That's
your
right.
job.
We want you to keep your job.
Yeah.
So, Kyle Irby, what did you want to talk about real quick?
I want to talk about the Lakers and LeBron James, Cheryl Underwood.
Oh, yeah. We talked about them earlier.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier because, it's almost October, Cheryl.
Almost?
It's almost October, and a couple things happen in October.
Right.
Number one, Cheryl Underwood's celebration of life.
That's right. That's right. Oh, and Mrs. O's birthday, too.
Oh, really? When's hers?
She's at the top of October, I think the first week, because she's a Libra and I'm at the bottom.
What are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
Yep, Sharon.
What are you, Frost?
I'm Sagittarius.
What are you?
December 7th.
Cancer. I think that's why you and I get along, but then we fight.
Yeah.
Cancers and Scorpios. And you are what? You are what, Frosty?
I think me and Harry, we're definitely Sagittarians. But
Sagittarians.
I think our birthdays are like a week apart or something like that.
Now, me and Harry fight, and me and you, Vic, get along.
Yeah.
You and Harry don't fight?
Yeah, we do.
Nah, Harry knows how to navigate.
Now he does. he's very, very rebellious.
A rebellious spirit.
That's it. So would you want to talk about
October? But October is coming. That's the best sports month of the year.
Yes, it is.
Because that's when everything is playing. Yeah. Baseball's in the World Series.
Mr. October.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson. That's right.
Baseball's in the World Series, and you got the football's going in full swing, and basketball is back.
Absolutely.
And LeBron James is coming back to the NBA and then the Lakers. I wonder, what do you think, Cheryl? He's doing a lot of other projects. Do you think it's going to show that his focus is on other things?
See, that's what I was worried about.
See, I don't think so. I think his focus, he's got laser focus because he's getting everything he wants. He wants to be in this business and to really get those doors open. He's still competitive enough to make the Lakers a championship contending team. So he's going to put all his force. He knows how to compartmentalize. So he can work on the entertainment stuff, and then he's going to bring all of what he's doing into the Lakers so that they can be a great team. Because when they're winning, more doors open for you, and this is the best place.
That is true.
Yeah, I think he could do it. Oh, for the person that hollered at me that said, I thought you were going to talk about Mark Wahlberg, his schedule. We'll do that when we come back. We're in the sports bar. When men come talking, women come to eavesdrop.
We're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, we holding it down on Cheryl Underwood Radio. That's right. We're in the sports bar. When men come to talking, women come to eavesdrop. Let me see. I think Jim is going to prepare us a sports update. But in the sports bar, we talk about everything. And while we await our favorite country lawyer, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland, all rise.
Hear you.
All rise. We await his return because his heart is broken because he had to bury his mother. And what we found out is it's only Harry and his sister.
That's it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
If the way Harry talked, you would think he had at least 19 brothers and sisters.
Right.
Maybe that's cousins and them feeling like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but even more than that. We thought he had more relatives.
Yeah, he got a big family.
All the family love.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook, on YouTube, TuneIn app, Apple, iTunes,
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Play Podcast. Pretty much wherever you can find us and you're listening to us, we appreciate it. Check us out live every Monday, 7 to 9. Check us out throughout the week whenever you can, on the drive home, on the commute, on the bus, on the train, however you want to. We appreciate it. Share the link, share the love. Just click that share button, post it up to Facebook and whatever social media you're on. We dig it.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, you guys, when we left off, we were talking about the Monday Night Football matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears, and we were talking about Seattle's offense or lack thereof, I guess you could say. Doug Baldwin out and Chris Carson. He had 51 yards last week in their game, and I think they're going to be looking for a little more production from Carson this week, especially with Doug Baldwin out. But as far as Russell Wilson is concerned, I remember talking last season, raving about how he was like solely responsible for like over 85% of the total yards of the Seattle Seahawks. So he has no problem putting the ball in his own hands and getting shit done.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be able to do that against this defense because, man, like I said, they're pretty serious and they like to load it. And it's going to be tough, too, because also out tonight for the Seahawks, Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright.
Okay.
So that's going to leave a pretty big hole in that line, boy. So I don't know. They're going to be looking to get after Russell Wilson's ass, man. So it's going to be a tough one for the Seahawks. So let's who you got? Make these predictions, y'all. As a matter of fact, while we doing that, I need to change my pick right now. Who you got, yo?
Yeah, I didn't even realize the Bears were favored until I looked into the game more. I don't know. Like, I still don't think the Bears have improved that much. I mean, Khalil Mack, obviously, but you can't go on one player alone.
Yeah.
It's in Chicago.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to go Seahawks.
Woo! Finally! We're gonna be texting all night tonight now.
Oh.
I'm going with the Bears, yo. Bears are at home. Like I said, you got a lot of people that's out on Seattle, and you know what I mean. The defense is still trying to figure out what's going on. So I like the Bears on that one. You got a score prediction for that, yo? I thought about that last night. What you think?
Low.
Me too.
13-10.
Okay, I said 17-13.
Okay.
So at least we're on the same page with that one. So we'll keep you updated with that as the night goes along. That game's not set to go on for about another hour, so.
8:15.
Yeah. So a little under an hour. So they warming up and getting ready right now.
Speaking of picks.
Yeah.
Did you see my picks for the extra this week?
I saw that bold Jacksonville pick. I gotta give you props on that. I didn't give you props. What was your second pick?
Denver over the Raiders, which they pulled it out at the end, right?
Woo! I know you like that one.
I was sweating.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pat myself on the back too because my late night pick, my Jabbo extra pick for between the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys was spot on too. So you are what's that? 2-3. Yeah.
2-1. Or because last week.
You got 2 wins out of 3 picks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me write this shit down. You got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2-3, and 1 out of 2. So I gotta make an extra pick to catch up with you. All right.
We got tonight.
Yeah. Right. So right now you're doing real good. All right. Real good. So we had a major trade. I'm surprised that it was even a trade for real. I had this whole segment planned to talk about Josh Gordon and his antics and who in the hell is going to be crazy enough to pick him up.
Because there's a lot of good rumors at the time too. Like
I know.
Eagles,
I got
the
this
Redskins.
whole thing so let's just give everybody a quick little update. Josh Gordon was wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns. And,
we talked about it last week, too.
Yeah, from the second they got this dude, it has just been a roller coaster ride. I mean, ups and downs. He's a fantastic athlete. But, one, can't stop smoking the wacky weed, which, I don't got no problem with that, dog. And I don't blame you, man. Do what you got to do. But, 2, he's a little off in other areas as well. And Saturday they had a practice or a warm-up, whatever the hell they wanted to do to get ready for Sunday. And he was late. And, Cleveland Browns was just like, fuck it, we are just over it. He was banned in 2015, suspended in 2016, suspended in 2014, missed 2 games in 2013. And I guess they just like, we just can't, they just had the end of the road. So, here I am, like, yes, this is going to be a good talking point. Who's going to be interested in getting Josh Gordon? And, 2-3 hours ago? They dropped that
About,
shit. Yeah, like 2-3 hours ago, we we're getting ready for the show and everything. It's breaking news. Josh Gordon to the Patriots. And, I had 2 teams listed. 2 teams that I thought was crazy enough to go to even deal with Josh Gordon. And the Patriots was my first team. You want to take a guess at who my second team was?
Ravens?
Fuck no. Ravens would not be able to do anything with damn Josh Gordon, yo.
I don't know.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, God.
Why do you say, oh, God?
Can't stand the Cowboys.
I mean, outside of the fact that everybody hates them right now, which I don't even understand. I mean, Jerry, he's an asshole, but yeah,
he's the whole reason I hate him.
But, who loves to take gambles on crazy-ass players? Jerry Jones. It would have fit. And, the Patriots, too.
The Raiders, they always like the bad seeds.
Yeah. But, I mean, remember when the Patriots took in Randy Moss, when he was, like, on the verge of crazy?
When I heard it's the Patriots, I was like, shit. Bill Belichick, man, he knows how to get production out of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's scary. It almost like puts them, I mean, they're always at the top of the AFC anyway, at the top of the discussion, Super Bowl favorite.
Right.
It pushes them that much further.
And they need a wide receiver. They need some talent. You know what I mean? And I think they could use somebody like, Josh Gordon to kind of shake things up. Bring a little swag to the team. You know what I mean? Let's get rid of that Brady dryness. That motherfucker is dry. That whole team is dry. Shake it up. I thought, I hate the Patriots. Lord knows I hate the Patriots, but that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what did they trade them for? A draft
fifth round pick?
Yeah. A what?
A 5th round, I think. Could have swore that's what I saw.
I knew it was a draft pick. A 5th rounder. That is.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Wow. Y'all got him at a damn steal.
When the news dropped out on during the weekend, it was just they're going to release him. So, hell, might as well get something for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Patriots was licking their chops the whole time watching that whole thing unfold. Like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to dangle this 5th round draft pick, and they just going to love it. But Brady got a weapon now. Brady got a weapon. I mean, and Gronk can't do it by himself, What's that dude's name on Jacksonville? Jalen Ramsey? Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
That motherfucker's serious. They did the damn thing. I mean, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching all of that yesterday. So, yeah. We'll be on the lookout for the Patriots, y'all. They about to rip shit up in the AFC. I think so.
Scary.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so we're going to take it back to the home. We're going to keep it on the field, keep it in the gridiron. Take it to the home team. Baltimore Ravens went to Cincinnati on Thursday. Very interesting game. We both picked the Ravens to... Didn't we both pick them to win?
Yeah.
No, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the extra that night.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I was feeling the pressure with the Killer Dogs crew here, and everyone like looking at me when you. I almost went for, but I almost picked Cincinnati, just because like that whole, they don't do anything infancy, Flacco throws interceptions. But when we come back, we're gonna jump on the Ravens and do some more of this Ravens talk.
All right, don't go anywhere. Just get outside.
It's the weekly roundup. Here's what happened this week on Cheryl Underwood Radio.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. So we're in the sports bar. Oh, is this entertainment for?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. My bad.
Almost
I thought it was in the sports bar. Never mind. Okay. So what are we talking about? We're in entertainment, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. See what happens when you do live radio. Listen to me. So if Harry was here.
Squash and beef, sure.
That's right. You could still he would adjudicate. Judge Harry would have to squash the beef for us. But you could call in 1-855-SHERYL1. Let me throw that number out there to you as well. If you want to call in and weigh in on anything you've heard, or tell Harry how much you love him and miss him and wait for his return. So if Harry was here, Judge Harry would be squashing beefs as well. What beefs have been squashed, Kyle Irby and Cody Black?
Meek Mill and Drake.
They was hugging it out.
Big time beef. They shook hands on stage. Drake had a show in Boston and brought Meek Mill out. You know, the crowd went ape. The crowd went crazy.
Yeah, that's Jay-Z.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Outsiders, just a bit outside. Keisha Mark in the building. Monday night, talking about sports, you already know. Alright, so when we left off, we were talking about the Baltimore Ravens in that Thursday night game in Cincinnati. It was an ass whipping. I don't care.
It's funny that you say this, like, you know, we're starting to segue into this, because guess who just jumped on the feed?
Jay.
What
up, Jay? Mother.
The Bengals fan himself.
Right. The Bengals, Bama. Bragging rights, homie, for now. But yeah, so, Ravens went up to Cincinnati, and it wasn't a good game.
No.
I don't give it, you know, like, I usually try to find a silver lining. To me, there was really no silver lining other than the fact that we only lost by 11 and not by like 21 damn points. Like, seriously, like, I mean, the first 10 minutes of the game, my mouth was just open. It was just open, like, open. I don't know what it is about Cincinnati. I feel like every time we go up there, we just forget how to play, yo. I swear to God.
And you can't, I mean, it's been throughout Joe's whole career. It's his 11th season, so it's not like the same people every single year.
Oh.
There's been turnover amongst the players. It's just the curse.
Yeah, you know, I went digging. I mean, I only went back like 5 seasons, but I think out of the past 5 times we've gone up there, we only won once.
Yeah.
Once. You know what I mean? I don't know if this has anything to do with Marvin Lewis. Yo, we are sorry. Or maybe he just knows us that good. I don't know, man. But we did something fun with the Ravens game. We might turn this into like a new segment for real. We put a poll out there, and we called it the People's Poll. And this is the first poll that we've done at Just a Bit Outside. And the question was, who was more responsible? And you know what? Before I even get into this, now let me just tell you right now, there's 2 fucking options. So you're either one or the other. Don't come in here trying to talk to me about some other shit, okay? There's 2 options. There's either A or B.
A lot of people are like,
right, that's why I said, let me
more options. And I've seen other, we got to figure out the whole poll thing.
Yeah, I mean, we just getting the things worked out. We will, you know, figure this fucking thing out, and it will be just as grand and as awesome as I vision it in my head. But for right now, we had 2 options, yo. And you know what, I gotta say, Mark, like, honestly, I'm very pleased with the participation that we got for our first poll.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we had over 300 people vote, and we had some good like, you know, we put it out there to a lot of groups on Facebook, and we received like a lot of positive feedback, and there was some good discussion on who was to blame. And you know me, I love it when I put my posts out there, or I post questions from my show pages, and they spark fights. Not just debates, but people they start insulting each other and cursing, and I'm just sitting in the background like, yes, little puppets, go. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I love it. I love it. Yes, I love it. So, you know, it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of participation. People really seemed to enjoy it. And out of the 300 plus people that were polled, I believe it was we ended at 69% said it was the defense fault as opposed to 31% of the offense. And let me just tell you, people got it right, yo. Yeah, the people got it right. It was the defense fault.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like, go ahead, go.
A lot of the comments I saw were saying, like, you know, they let Cincy go up 21-0.
Yes.
So in 18 minutes or something like that.
Yes.
18 minutes of play.
Yes.
of course, there's a lot, like, it's a team effort, so it's both their fault, like, in the comments. That's cool, like, I get it. Coaches, a lot of coach blaming. The people that voted offense, though, a lot of them I saw particularly, like, singling out the offensive line, which I got to totally agree with.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Flacco, one interception was him. He threw, what, 3 picks?
Yeah.
And I'd say only one of them was on him. Like, another one is, like, his like, he got hit, so his you know, just his arm got hit. I wouldn't put Flacco's performance as a key reason why they lost. That O-line, though, they were letting everyone through. Defensive secondary just could not keep up with A.J. Green, who just torched us.
Hey, I want to kind of go back to that comment that you made. You know how much I hate Joe Flacco. Okay? And you said you don't want to, I think it was something to the effect of Joe Flacco's performance is not the sole reason.
The key reason. One of the key reasons.
And you know what? I'm going to have to agree with you on that as well. Right. And this is why. This is the only reason why. Yeah, he threw the interceptions and everything. And, you know, the offensive line looked a little shabby at times. You know, I just really wish they would get that shit together. But this is the thing, right? Ravens scored 23 points. I always feel like if the Ravens score more than 20 points and the defense does what they're supposed to do, we win games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't get mad. You know, like 23 points, I'm all right with that. You know what I mean? But when you got, you know, Andy Dalton out there throwing 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions after what we did the week before, in week 1, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Like you said, Green, just scorched them. He was responsible for 3 of them. One person was kicking your ass over and over again. And it was like, they just couldn't do anything about it.
The question has to go out.
Okay.
A.J. Green, obviously a huge impact. If Jimmy Smith was in the game instead of serving the suspension, would it have made any difference?
I think so. He might have only got 2 instead of 3. But I'm serious, though. I mean, like, yo, Dalton Green was looking like the second coming of Montana and Rice. You know what I mean? Like you said, when we went up, it was 21-0. My mouth was just open. I wanted to cut the game off then, like legit, like seriously. And I text a couple of my homeboys that put money up. Shout outs to my dude G Money and Raj. Yo, they were like, man, we still got plenty of time. You know how motherfuckers always like to say when they get their ass kicked. Plenty of football left. I was like, you know. The Ravens just really aren't that come from behind team. They've never been to me.
Yeah. And like you said, Andy Dalton, he looked the second coming of Montana, which the week before against Indy, he didn't really look all that good.
They squeaked that game out.
Struggled.
And for real, I wanted to say that the Colts defense was booty enough to allow that game to even get out of hand. For real. But yeah, just not really that impressive. Not impressive, you know, not one of the most impressive performances of week 1. You know, I really thought that we had the game in the bag, yo. I thought it was going to be a good revenge game. Oh, no.
Do you have the comments up?
What's that?
I don't want to get into, like, some family squabble here.
What happened? What?
James Alexander.
What the? Oh,
Not James S.
My dad? What my father say? My father?
Now I know where you get the not being a Flacco fan.
Oh, what did he say? Oh, God, what my father say?
Flacco's got to go.
Okay.
Do not give Flacco any credit. Flacco does not have any mobility, which I'm not going to, like, that's a true statement. He looks a lot better in the pocket this season.
Come through, Pop. Come through.
Flacco is the reason the Ravens lost the game. Mr. Alexander, I have to humbly disagree, and it hurts for me to say that
because through, Pop.
It hurts for me to disagree with him because, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up, and if we want to repeat our Thanksgiving show and get some of that turkey, I feel like I gotta kiss some ass.
Hey, he talking about the fried turkey, Pop. He said he gonna give you a little leeway because he want that turkey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So shout out to everybody who participated in the poll to make it such a success and fun experience, and we're gonna keep that going. And like I said, eventually turn that thing into a segment. We'll put a couple of posts out there, a couple of polls, I should say, out there maybe 2-3 times a week, and just to see what the outsiders think.
Yeah.
About stuff. I think this week let's get some college football involved on that.
Okay.
All right, we'll keep that going.
Or throw some comments down into things
Yeah,
you think we should
some things
pull.
that you guys might be interested in, like holla. We'll throw it up there. We got the Broncos on Sunday. I'm thinking about going to that game, yo.
Really?
Yeah. I've been keeping my eye on tickets all week, so I haven't made a decision yet, but I'll probably know by Thursday. But I'm thinking about going out there. So, you know, you are a Broncos fan.
I am.
Okay. So what are you expecting with the game coming up?
I don't know. Like, it depends on what Ravens team shows up. Is it going to be the team that lost to Cincinnati, or is it going to be the team that like whooped the hell out of the Bills?
Okay, the one good thing that we can say is that the Ravens are back at home.
Yes.
And we really don't lose too often at home. You know,
It's true.
Joe Flacco. I think the game will be dependent upon Joe Flacco's performance. Honestly, I mean the Ravens defense. I mean that defense that we saw on Thursday is like a team that I didn't even know. Like I did not even recognize. I am not expecting that shit to continue when we come back on Sunday against the Broncos. So that being said, can they put some more points up? Can they put points up again? You know what I mean? Can we continue to connect to Crabtree?
They better. They better hope so.
You know, Alex Collins.
They have to have a really good answer for Von Miller. Like that goes without saying whenever you play the Broncos. And I think Case Keenum, he's going to have some momentum going after that game-winning drive in the last week.
Yeah, that was an exciting win for the team. And I'm pretty sure they're thinking they're going to come to Baltimore and do the same thing. But, you know, I think that was an eye-opener for our defense.
Yeah.
You know, we had that first game against Buffalo, you know, against, you know, a quarterback and an offense that really was not that good. That Pop said it again. Everybody thought Flacco was healed after last week's game. Yeah, you know, the first game, I felt like it was just like a real facade, and the second game was like the reality show. And like I said, also, you know, a wake-up call for the defense. Like, yo, there are people out there that will drop bombs on you, so don't sleep.
I don't think it's necessarily reality. It was reality check.
Yeah.
Like, keep on playing like this. This is how the season's going to go, just like the last 2 seasons.
Absolutely. And when is Jimmy supposed to come back? Is he?
Game 5.
Yikes.
Yeah, which we have the Broncos, and then we have the Steelers.
Right.
Which
well,
has
who's
Steelers.
afraid of the Steelers right now? Who's afraid of the Steelers right now? Are we afraid of the Steelers right now? I'm not.
I'm really interested in seeing next week's Steelers game.
Who do they have?
Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Conor McGregor over there.
Did you see his post-game interview?
Yes.
That was awesome, man. And we'll talk more about Ryan Fitzpatrick and later on in the show.
Ryan Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
You haven't been hearing that?
No, that's what they put
That's
out
what
there?
they're calling him.
Get the hell out of here. Okay, you know what? We'll talk more about that. I'm not sold on that, on what's going on down in Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? Because sooner or later, the real Ryan Fitzmagic is going to show.
Well, Tampa Bay's next game against the Steelers.
Yeah.
The Steelers aren't necessarily a test for them right now to show how legit they are because the Steelers are struggling.
Yeah.
But it's also Jameis Winston's last suspended game. Interesting things going on in Tampa Bay. And you never
I
see
think he's
that.
going to have a hard time getting his job back. And he don't know how to act right.
Goddamn Irish people taking a job from a black man.
Man, look, don't get us started here on just a bit outside. I'll fuck you up. I can't stand you. You're going to have everybody coming for us. Yeah, yes, Linda. I hope TJ Mosley comes back soon as well. We need him. We need him, babe. That's a good comment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. How can we forget about CJ? Like, we definitely need him back. All right, you guys, when we come back, we're going to do some real on wrestling. A lot went down. Fight, MMA, boxing, all that shit this weekend. So don't go anywhere. Just get outside.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. I don't know why, just because Jim is going to do a sports update, Courtney thinks she going.
Yeah.
Did you see that call, Herbie?
I see it.
Well, she better be going to give us some entertainment updates up in here. So, okay, you promised, Courtney, you're going to give us an entertainment update later. Okay, give us an entertainment update later. But right now, we're going to talk about who got fired over at CBS.
Ooh.
The dude from 60 Minutes, what is his name, Fager? Because he done sent a tweet by somebody. Told this girl that if you don't have report right, it's good. How do white people say it while Jim's leaving? It's gonna be hell to pay. Is that He threatened her. That's what happened. See,
Wow.
and you know this is odd that Jim is leaving while we having this discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, don't act like we ain't gonna bring this back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't act like we gonna bring this back because we got to talk to our favorite country lawyer, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland, about the legal implications. But CBS say get at it. Am I supposed to say that? I'm sorry. CBS say, "Hey, you violated our rules," and they let him go. They did. They let him go.
Not playing.
No, they not playing now. I think it's beyond zero tolerance. It's like, look,
-4 tolerance.
That's right. We ain't doing this with you. Not today. Not today. It's not going down the way you think. And you can't be threatening people like that. You know. And to me, I know a lot of people are saying, well, why are you not talking about everything? Well, I will tell you this. I can't. I can't really. I'm going to be honest with you. One, I'm very loyal to the corporation, and because the activities that have happened in the corporation, I am discussing with various levels of CBS. What can I talk about? Because we're on 255 affiliates.
Yes, that's right.
You know, and if people say, well, you talked about Bill Cosby. Well, Bill Cosby don't pay me. You know, and speaking of not getting paid, Nicki Minaj still owe that dude. I think she paid it. Either she paid it over the weekend. I heard that Jeffrey Owens, and he's gonna be on NCIS New Orleans.
More work.
Yes, he's getting to work. He's getting to work.
He gets work,
which is a good thing, and that's why we work so hard.
And
here.
a good lesson.
That's right. What's the lesson, Kyle?
Well, the lesson is do not rest on your laurels. Not that he rested, but he been getting residuals for 30 years.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that can lull you to sleep.
When Bill Cosby got in trouble, you know, and then got convicted, and then everybody started removing it.
I know he never thought that Cosby Show would end. Why would the Cosby Show ever end?
Right.
It's like I Love Lucy. It's like Seinfeld.
That's
you
right.
That check forever.
But you just don't think that people are gonna, you know, put their foot in their mouth.
You just would have never thought.
Never thought, and get in trouble like that. That's how shows get put out there. When we come back, we're gonna talk about there's a train. Is it called a trailer in TV?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a trailer out for the Connors. And Norm MacDonald has put his foot in his mouth again. We're going to talk about it when we come back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, you're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio. Don't forget our phone lines are open to you, 1-855-Cheryl1, or email us at CherylUnderwoodRadio.com. And let's see, we got two things we're going to do here. One, we got a LeBron James story that Jim is going to bring us. It's an entertainment story and a sports story, because you got to go do some sports research for a sports update in the sports bar.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yep. Welcome back. Just a bit outside radio show of BeExposedRadio.com, the award-winning BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello.
Hoping to repeat that again.
Yeah, coming up soon. Baltimore Music Awards.
Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Apple
Podcast.
Don't you download through iTunes the podcast?
I don't know. You know I ain't down with that Apple. Android for life, baby. Right. We are individuals over here, just a bit outside.
Which means you can download it at Google Play. Share the link, share the love.
All right.
We still talking Ravens?
Yeah. All right, so really quickly, let's you wanna do a quick prediction, and then we'll kind of do an extra on Sunday. Well, we'll work out the extras on Sunday. So I already know you gonna go with the Broncos.
I think I might. This is a tough one. It honestly is. Which, not that he always plays. The team plays bad against the Broncos. Flacco's definitely struggled and had their problems with them.
Okay.
That game that they just got whooped on them, the Super Bowl season. Mm-hmm. I went to that game. That was like my first NFL game. That was like remember Flacco just laid on the field. Flaccoing was a thing for a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
I was at that game.
Okay.
And then like the AFC Championship game that same year, Ray Rice's 4th and 24, huge gain, pretty much put the game away.
Yeah.
They have their struggles against the Broncos, and with momentum going one way for the Broncos and the other way for the Ravens, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Broncos come in and win. It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm just gonna look back at home. I'm gonna look back at home, the home field. You know, and I believe in home field advantage, man. Like I said, Ravens, they just don't lose at home. I'm expecting the Ravens to get back to, the game one form. And take this one from the Broncos. Defense gets it done. Defense gets it done on Sunday. 1 o'clock, y'all. 1 o'clock.
Another game we picked differently on.
Yeah. So we're going to hold on to that one. Right. And y'all stay tuned, because on Sunday we're going to be coming at y'all with those Jabbo extras. We're going to keep that thing going, because that's a lot of fun, too.
Hey, drop it in the comments what games you're interested in most, and maybe that's the ones we'll focus on for the extras.
See, my dad says he can't wait to see the Ravens in New England. That's not until later on in the season, but yeah, we're looking forward to that one as well. We got that one circled on schedule as well. That's a big one.
Yeah.
We gotta get through these next 2 games though. That's gonna be the test of character. If we can get 2 wins, back-to-back wins, I'll start feeling good again.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to one of your favorite segments of the night, the Real on Wrestling. Triple G was in action against what, Canelo?
Against Canelo.
Yeah.
Triple G Canelo too.
Yeah, I had my homeboy was out in Vegas. Said it was off the chain.
Dude, this friend that I've known, this girl forever, worked with her like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Like she was at the fight.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like,
yeah, this is legit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Canelo just pulled it out.
Yeah. My homeboy was saying that he's thinking it's going to be another rematch.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Actually, Combat Sports talking about rematches. Did you hear that they're saying there's going to be a Pacquiao Mayweather?
Yep. Let's hold that though. Let's
okay.
hold that, because you know I'm going to throw that one. Do you know what I'm going to throw that? What segment I'm going to throw that into?
I think I can guess.
So what else was going on regarding the MMA? Anything going down with wrestling?
Wrestling.
Yes.
WWE had their Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Okay.
Which this year, back in June, is the 20th anniversary of Undertaker Mankind, a really huge Hell in a Cell match.
Nice.
That put Mick Foley on the map, absolutely. This week it was a good show.
Okay.
Not their best pay-per-view, but don't always expect it every month. 2 of the biggest things to come out of it was Charlotte Flair lost the SmackDown Women's Championship to Becky Lynch. The really interesting thing on this whole storyline is the fans.
What's that?
WWE at SummerSlam turned Becky heel, bad guy. The fans didn't want that. They cheered Becky, and
Really?
they kept on cheering her and started booing Charlotte. And WWE changed up the stories a little bit, changed the characters so that Becky wasn't a bad guy.
Accommodate the people.
Exactly.
Huh?
And,
Wow.
And I think if they weren't going to put the title on her yet, they would have eventually. I'm just not sure if they would have already if it wasn't for the fans. So, shouts out for WWE for actually listening to the fans for once. They always talk about it, but it's rare that it actually happens. Like Roman Reigns, they keep on pushing him, and people don't want to see that.
Right.
They always have a couple of Hell in a Cell matches at this pay-per-view. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy was the first one.
Okay.
And this was like brutal and nasty. And I guess we'll pick it up after the break.
Oh, God. Okay, all right. You guys don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, we're at the top of the show where we usually get that news. You can use that word on the street from our favorite country lawyer, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland. We await his return because last week he had to lay his mother to rest, and I know he's still heartbroken. And Vic, you attended the funeral on behalf of Pack Rat Productions, Cheryl Underwood Radio, and Pack Rat Foundation for Education. It was a great homegoing. Great homegoing. Hundreds of people were there. The county commissioners and politicians showed our dignitaries.
Absolutely.
Businessmen that Harry knew, lawyers that he knew were there. I guess can we shout out people? Because I don't want none of the affiliates like that. So there was a number of lawyers. I think they're good friends over at the Charleston Group. If you're ever in trouble, go over there. That's
nice little plug.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, can I do that? Well, I just did.
Wasn't a plug.
But that's Harry Friends. That's Harry Friends over there. You know. So, but I forgot what I was supposed to be talking about. What am I supposed to be talking about? I forgot. Oh, the reason we're not doing a lot of political discussion because we think Harry's gonna return sooner rather than later, and we just love him. We just love him so much, and you know, we don't want to be too jovial. You know, like what you do over the weekend? I went skiing. You know, you don't want to be too jovial, but you want to be happy enough that you know that you let the devil know he ain't get you down.
That sounds like Courtney Black going skiing. She likes those high-class, high-falutin activities.
Can she ski?
She can't ski.
No, she can't ski with a dog on. Not at all. That's a doggone shame. That's a doggone shame. So,
getting my HBCU right now.
Oh, you getting it for HBCU? Shout out. That's in the next segment. And don't forget, we got the podcast, The World According to Cheryl. The podcast is Cheryl Underwood Radio. And also, don't forget that this week we'll be at the Ontario Improv. And if you're in the Inland Empire area, come on out and see us, and you will be able to meet Kyle and Courtney. And if Jim could come down, we thought we were going to have people fly, but I don't think he's ready for that. No, he's not ready. Okay, then I'm not worried about that because I want him to be as comfortable as Harry can possibly be. And so you get to meet part of the podcast team, and Mike Washington will be performing, and we just need to sell out all them tickets because everybody wants to get paid next week.
That's right.
Yeah, just got paid. Need to pay Johnny Kim.
Johnny Kim, wow.
Yeah, play Johnny Kim.
I do like Johnny Kim.
You play Johnny Kim?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. You stupid.
That sounded hard to pay.
Did it? That was the cut. Let me look at the time. Let me look at the time we got. Yeah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Back Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. I think I just did. So I was talking WWE Hell in a Cell real quick. Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton. It was a brutal Hell in a Cell match. Jeff Hardy has like the gauges in his ears kind of thing, and Randy Orton like actually took a screwdriver, put it through there, and twisted the earlobe.
Wait, what?
Are
you serious?
Yeah, like he brutalized Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy
Was there like blood and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, really, it's just cartilage. So.
Okay.
I mean, take your earlobe and just twist it, and it's nothing.
No, that doesn't sound right. I'm sorry.
The visual, though, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I agree.
It ends up that Jeff Hardy like goes for a move, puts himself through a table. Randy Orton pins him, and Jeff Hardy's like carted off. So it looks like he's gonna be out injured for a while.
Word.
And then the main event was Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman for the championship in a cell. The Shield is feuding against Braun Strowman's group. I think they're called like the Pack or something. And in a crazy moment, like the Shield gets involved. They're like fighting on top of the cell. Braun and Roman like beat the hell out of each other in the cell. And then there's like a true WTF. Pop the crowd, pop me, because no one expected it. Brock Lesnar's music hits. Brock comes down to the ring, kicks the metal door open, like off its hinges, to break into cell, brutalizes Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, leaves them both laying. Here's a guy that's been rumored and even put himself into the doping testing. So he's supposed to be on his way to UFC, and he's coming in and making a statement that he's still there and still wants the championship.
Like, don't forget me, Bam.
Yeah. So
I'm in the building.
The show ended on a pretty incredible note.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Full entertainment, huh? Money first?
Absolutely.
Cool.
$9.99 a month.
On to the next segment, which is brought to you by Killer Dogs. Hot dog stand on Bel Air Road over there, Northeast Maryland.
Bel Air and Kenwood.
Northeast Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, check them out, Killer Dogs. We had them on the show last week. They got some good food, yo. All right, what the fuck moments of the week? Our favorite segment, boy. And since we were just talking about, we just did the whole reel on wrestling, I kind of want to, let's just keep it moving. With
Okay.
The first WTF. So, there was an announcement. Mayweather is coming out of retirement. 1, why?
Again.
2, come out of retirement to fight Manny Pacquiao. Why? Why?
Like, I get it 10 years ago.
What is going on?
We talked about it on the show. Like, one of Pacquiao's last fights was like on an afternoon on ESPN 8.
Right. The Ocho. Like, is boxing that boring right now? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Why is this happening?
It's all in the name. Mayweather is money. And I don't think boxing has nearly enough money players right now that they're just going to keep on throwing something at him to get him out of retirement.
Somebody, please, somebody, honestly, I just want to know, seriously, who wants to watch this? Who wants to watch this? That's what I want to know.
On ESPN on an afternoon, maybe.
So this isn't going to be like a pay-per-view type of thing?
Oh, probably.
Who's
Sure.
going to pay to watch this? I want to know, like, if there's anybody out there that is seriously, like, especially if you are a boxing fan, are you interested in seeing Mayweather Pacquiao? Like, and I think this thing is supposed to go down in December?
They said by the end of the year.
Yes. I
Surprising.
mean, what I saw was like December, early December.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, like, and then also, what is the quality of this fighting going to be? Like, I just really don't understand what's going on with this and why this is really happening. Is anybody commenting on that? Like,
I know exactly why it's happening. Paycheck. Paycheck.
But, all right, so you get the payout and everything, but what if nobody, like, doesn't it matter that people are going to buy this thing? Like, who's going to buy this? I can't.
People are going to buy it just because of Floyd Mayweather.
Oh,
And you know that.
I guess so. I guess. I just, honestly, is this what we've come, is this what boxing has come to? Like,
Apparently. Right on the heel. It's pretty funny that word came out the weekend of Canelo Triple G2 also.
Right,
Like,
right.
take a little thunder away from them.
Gag. That's all I gotta say. Freaking gag, yo. I don't know. I wouldn't pay for it.
Boxing, I've never understood the whole promoting, how they do it. Because, like, I think Canelo, Triple G are both under De La Hoya Boxing, who promotes the fight.
Right.
But then, like, there's the governing bodies, WBA, WBF. Can't you all just organize under one WWE has it right.
Yeah. So we had my dad commenting earlier. Now your mom's she's on the keyboard, and she said, "Don't forget about Oscar De La Hoya running for president, Miss Marsha." I was gonna throw it in there. Baby. Give me a second. So that's my other WTF.
Okay.
He is seriously thinking about running for president. What is going on in the boxing world? They're all just smoking some good stuff over there, huh?
Well, they get hit in the head a lot.
Yeah. Oh.
She always does it and didn't even take the cue.
I gotta stop saying that because people are.
De La Hoya, yeah, you do. Yeah. I felt bad for Jana. She looked so uncomfortable when you did that.
Right. She was mortified. That shit was hilarious, though.
I can't laugh. I mean, I guess you look at the other options if he's running against the current incumbent.
Right. I would say, yes, possible. Where dreams may come.
But you got to wonder, you know, they've teased it. Is The Rock going to run in 2020?
Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, can we take this seriously? I don't know.
No.
He said no. Your mom said, "Oh no, you didn't." Yes, I did, Miss Marsha, and I'm sorry. No. All right. You got a WTF?
Well, we touched on it earlier.
Okay.
Vontae Davis of the Buffalo Bills. What? Just the balls it takes on someone to waste a team's time, money, efforts going through preseason, off-season OTAs. You get into week 2, and at halftime, you just decide you're going to retire?
Yeah.
He throws out a statement that, like, the NFL retweeted and everyone's retweeting. I get it. You want to spend time with your family. You feel like you're not able to compete at the level that you expect out of yourself, which, as an athlete, I understand that. Maybe you should have thought about that before the season started.
Clearly, he wasn't thinking about it before the season started because, you know, it sucks because it super sucks because he just signed like a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I don't. This whole move, like, was completely baffling to me. Like, you went to the locker room and you was like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit anymore. You know, I mean, I'm seriously, like, I can only imagine the shock from the Buffalo Bills when he told them.
One of the players, I wish I remember who it was. I want to say it was a wide receiver. Like, he said, like, it was a shock to them. Like, they didn't know what was going on. They just kind of, like, were told about it as they were headed back to the field. And I mean, he even said, like, that's not how you do your teammates.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess he had one of those I don't want to fight no more moments. He didn't want to fight no more. And, you know, hey, I wouldn't have done it that way, but hell, I mean, you don't want to play no more, you don't want to play no more.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Vontae Davis. WTF.
WTF. Right. Alright, so that was on my WTF list too, of course. But I have another WTF. This one is like more is serious. Okay. Alright, and this is about a helmet-to-helmet hit on Cam Newton. You know, year in and year out, we are talking, you know, we mentioned at least once or twice a football season. Well, we're in our second football season, so I can't say year in and year out between me and you. But I mean, it's a focal, it's a point in football every year about the treatment of Cam Newton, and one, how Cam Newton treats himself, but two, you know, how the opposition treats him, and as far as like the officiating that goes around it. Mm-hmm. You know, we all know Cam Newton likes to sacrifice his body, sacrifice himself. I mean, you know, he's built Ford tough or whatever. You know, he's got that beautiful big body, and he's durable and whatnot. But the Carolina Panthers want to keep him as long as possible, want him to be healthy. You know, because I mean, like, he's the key to their offense.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, like, honestly, I mean, you know, and that's not a dig on Christian McCaffrey or anything like that, but, like, Cam Newton is the key to their offense. And this guy has taken some vicious hits. He took one on Sunday in Atlanta, and honestly, I think it was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes. Yes. I think he, I can't remember if the defensive back or, but it's Demonte Casey of the Atlanta Falcons. You know, of course, Cam Newton was on the run, going for first down. I believe he had made the first down, so he had gone. It's going to slide. I mean, and this guy is legit, far apart to know, to see and to be able to make a legit football move. So, of course, Cam Newton goes to slide, and this helmet-to-helmet hit was just so horrific and so horrible. And I gotta apologize to you guys because I had it set for us to play tonight, but I guess it was like so bad or whatever. The NFL took it off of YouTube, but it was so bad it sparked a fight. Yeah, sparked a fight between like a little pushing shoving between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, and the player was ejected.
Mm-hmm. Well, this season they started any helmet to helmet is automatic ejection.
They're playing around with that. They're not playing around with that at all. I think week one I saw an ejection for that helmet to helmet, and I gotta shout the NFL for trying to get a handle. I mean, they of course this rule they met with a lot of opposition. You can't change your force or but there are legit ways to tackle people and there are wrong ways to tackle people. And I swear to God, that helmet to helmet, I mean, it laid him out so bad. He was just like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So, DeMonte, WTF, dude. Like, that was dirty. It was just dirty.
And it was deliberate.
Yeah,
it wasn't
deliberate.
Incidental.
Right. So, like I said, I like the. Hey, okay. Mom Dolly says sometimes you just can't take it anymore. She salutes Davis. Yeah, like I said, hey, you don't want to play, you don't want to play, Like, ain't nobody else getting beaten back up on. Yeah, well, he probably. I mean, look, it was Buffalo Bills. Okay. They took an ass whipping against Baltimore. And
it was in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
So they could have just like pulled someone out of the stands and been like, "We got a roster spot."
Yeah, it was a really bad hit. Back to our WTF. But do we have any more WTFs for the week? I think that
covers everything.
I think that was it.
I got a WTF for you right now, though.
What? What is that? Oh, jeez. Oh, shit.
Third inning.
Oh, Lord.
Blue Jays 3, Orioles nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, but is that really a WTF, though? Like, don't we know about this?
The WTF is that the season's still going.
Yeah.
2 weeks left.
Right. Offline today, I was telling Mark, I was like, honestly, I have. Oh, damn it. Pick is locked, yo. It's locked on Seattle. Now I gotta. God damn it. But back to the Orioles. I have never been more. I'm a diehard Orioles fan. I love the Orioles to death. But honestly, I am so ready for the regular season to be over and for the Orioles to stop playing. It's just been such a bad season. I just don't even want.
I think they stopped playing in April.
I'm excited for the postseason though. We got the music.
No.
Oh, okay, all right. What's our next segment? What we got? Oh, this is my favorite segment for real. All right, y'all. All right, here we go. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Who Was Booty Huff and the Who Came Through for the week. And of course, this is the NFL edition, so it should be a lot of fun.
Okay. So
we're gonna start off with the Booty Huff. Who you got?
Booty Huff. I went just a bit outside because it's not a team, it's not a player.
Oh shit! Here we go.
It's ties in the NFL.
Yeah.
For the second week in a row, we see a tie. Minnesota, Green Bay, who definitely are the two top front runners in that division. This could very well affect who wins the division at the end of the year. It's the second time this has happened this year, which in week one, as we know, Cleveland and Seattle and Pittsburgh had a tie. The NFL needs to readjust the way that they do overtime. It is way overdue. They kind of addressed it a few years back where they changed the rules where if if someone gets a touchdown, it's over. If someone gets a field goal, the other team gets to try to come back. It's stupid. You either go sudden death with the rule being someone scores.
First to score, game over.
Well, I'd like to see some competition.
Okay. So give them the chance to.
If a team scores, give the other chance to team a chance
Sure.
to come back to respond. If not, then game over. Or college football. Like I don't think college football's overtime rules are perfect, but they get a winner. You got a team that gives both teams a chance. So we're gonna pick it up. Booty Huff. When we get back. Just outside of the show.
We're back with more Cheryl, the Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, you're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio, and if you're listening to us and you're in the path of the hurricane, or it is blown over a little bit, but it's still just as strong and ferocious, we want you to make sure you evacuate when the authorities ask you to. Make sure you have supplies. Take your pets with you.
You're obedient.
That's right. We are praying for you, and we just want to help you get through this wherever you are. And we are still awaiting the return of our favorite country lawyer, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland. That's why we're kind of limiting our political discussion until he returns. I think he's gonna come back earlier this week, and I will announce the 255th affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Come on now.
Probably in the next break. But we were talking about first why we're humorous as a culture when somebody dies, because we don't want the devil to think he got us, and we're celebrating them going home. And then what you do? Nothing. Did she smell that tissue?
Yeah, she was cleaning her nose
with it. Oh Lord, she's so stupid. You had a bat in the cake.
with Boogie Nights.
Speaking of Boogie Nights, we talk about Mark Wahlberg's in entertainment, his exercise regimen, and how when his day starts and when it ends, and why I believe in this and why I want to get to it. You are so wrong for this. Oh, Jim Kelly.
Does it go into detail, Cheryl?
Yes, it goes into very much detail that he could not be doing what that gesture was. But before we went to break, we were talking about the funerals.
We just saw something on the news that was really weird, Cheryl.
What was it?
They were out on the reporter out live for a live shot, and they forgot. I don't know what happened. She just bolted. Like the camera's still on her.
Yeah.
Like,
Right here?
Sure did.
No, it was
different one.
Different one?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, did she run?
Yeah.
Did she run?
It was like, it was as if they didn't have a permit.
Oh,
Gotta go.
listen to me. Oh, and the reason we're saying this on the air is because we have monitors in front of us, and we're searching the intranet. We're going to the Google. That's right. That's right. So that we can decide what topics in case something changes in the world.
And we want to give them the most up-to-date information, Cheryl.
And sometimes things pop up like what y'all been searching for. And I've seen a couple of things. Y'all need to do that at the house. Stop letting these viruses come in. Viruses. No, but we was talking about homegoings and everything, and we talked about the food that we gotta have a spread. Black people have to have a spread. You know, we need a plate. We don't need that little bit salsa with a little cocktail fork. We need a plate,
full plate.
That's right. And then we need a child to go get us a soda.
Oh yeah,
Shasta, perhaps.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on YouTube, Facebook, Google Play, Podcast, Apple Podcast, where you can download us, check us out throughout the week. And all of Be Exposed radio shows. Check it out. Salacious Life on Wednesdays. It Is What It Is Radio, the Artist Exchange. Thank you, Nate, who's back there at the board, running the show for us, doing the dance thing. We were talking about Booty Huff. Started the Booty Huff segment.
Yep.
Before we get back into it, I'm going to say who's not Booty Huff, and that is DJ Delight for providing our music.
Hey, what up, Mike? My mic sounds nice.
Totally dig the music. I love listening to it.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah. So my Booty Huff was ties and in a row we get a tie.
Yeah. You wanna take bets on if we're gonna have one week 3? And if so, who?
I didn't think it'd happen again this week, so.
Alright, well, I see my little graphic popping up there. Now leave it up there, Nate. Yeah, that's my booty huff pick of the week. Yo, it's the Giants. New York Giants, dog. And, you know, more notably, their offensive line. Yeah. Straight booty huff. And they allowed their quarterback, Eli Manning, to get his ass whooped last night thoroughly. I mean, look at that picture. Look at that picture. He looks like his ass hurts on this picture. You know what I mean? I think he was sacked like six times. Good God. I mean, you know, if Eli, if I was you, I'd have quit at halftime. That's the motherfucker who should have retired at halftime. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, you know, I'm not going back out there. I'm
gonna keep playing this game.
And, you know,
Wrong Manning brother.
Right. But I'm just saying, I wonder what it's like to be Peyton Manning watching your brother play and watching him get his ass whipped. I mean, I'm seriously like, it was tough to watch.
He's like, how did my little brother have one more Super Bowl ring than me?
Oh. Right. You already got the family bragging rights. Don't put yourself through this anymore, Eli. Just hang it up. The younger Manning brother, he done scored himself a little job as a commentator / analyst. He'd be like on the Sunday morning sports shows.
Really?
Yeah. And he's got a dry humor, but he's kind of funny.
A Manning with dry humor?
I know, right?
What?
Right. Manning shit. Right. So, Eli, I don't know how many more years of this you're gonna take, dog, but you don't have to do it. Giants, straight booty huff. So that's my booty huff pick. O-line.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's one we feel very intrinsically in Baltimore right now.
Let's move on to who came through in the NFL.
I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't have the same one, but this week's.
I think we are gonna have it. It's kind of impossible.
This week's NFL, the season so far has been pretty amazing, so maybe we don't. I seriously considered going with Fitzmagic again because he, the 4 touchdowns, like 400 something yards.
I as well.
I went with another quarterback.
I know who you're gonna say.
A rookie.
Oh, Mahomes.
A young man.
I got it too.
Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. Nate's like.
And I'm gonna do that again one more time for the Pittsburgh fans.
He ties a Chiefs single game record set by Len Dawson in 1964 with 6 touchdowns in a single game.
Cooking them.
Al Bundy style.
Cooking them. Polka.
And the NFL record for first 2 games of a season with 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And you know the Cleveland Browns are like, can we make a different pick on our draft?
And you know what? You know, I have to say, like, I am going to stand corrected because when they got rid of Alex Smith, I was like, what? And I think I even said that on this show a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
You know, I was like, what the hell are they thinking? But yo, I got to give it to Andy Reid and the squad. You know, they saw something in Patrick, and you know, they were spot on the money. I mean, this kid is on fire.
He wasn't even like in my view when they drafted him. I don't think he was in a lot of people. I mean, obviously, like the executives that do this for a living, but as a fan,
Alex Smith, who? Alex Smith, what?
Patrick Mahomes, who?
Right. Yo, my homie. I'm about to start calling him my homie. That's my homie. Yo, and anybody that drafted him in fantasy football.
Wow.
You know, I've been reaping the benefits indirectly because I have Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying that. But I mean, this kid has just been playing fantastic. And you look at something like that, and then you look at your own quarterback. Or you look at some of these other quarterbacks. I mean, let's go ahead and do an honorary come through because you know what? I'm gonna give Ryan Fitzmagic, Patrick, Strattrick, whatever. I'm gonna give him his props this week. But I swear to goodness, man, I swear you on that Joe Flacco shit. I really think that this is just some fluke stuff going on right now. Okay. All right. Like if he's solid again in week 3, I will stand corrected once again. But I know Fitzpatrick. I've watched him. And the real one is going to show up sooner or later.
I didn't realize this is his 4th team he's starting for as a starter. That's crazy.
Yo.
Yeah. On the Flacco tip.
Yeah.
Even though he has that contract, like, they can try to get out of it after this season or trade him or whatever. He's playing for his life because he's from Delaware. He's from the area. He don't want to move. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He's going to make sure he finishes off this contract. But we'll have to pick it up after this week.
Oh, man. Another break. All right, you got it. You come back. We're going to talk to you.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, you're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio, and don't forget our phone lines are open to you, 1-855-Cheryl1. And we still have the Call Me promotion where you can call us, tell us how you listen to Cheryl Underwood Radio, where you're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio. Then give us your phone number and we'll call you back. We will air your call, but we will not air your phone number. And we will start returning calls when Harry Sutherland comes back because he wants to be a part of this.
He said, don't start without me.
Don't start without me, and we won't start without him. I know he's heartbroken that he had to lay his mother to rest, and we're trying to show him love and tribute, and we're feeling a lot of love from our listeners, a lot of love. So we're everybody's saying, well, why y'all not talking a lot about politics? Well, because Harry's not here.
That's right,
and it doesn't feel the same. And we miss him a lot. He is an integral part of this show. But we were kind of laughing and joking about the difference between white funerals and black funerals, and how white people start early. What y'all do, Jim?
Yeah. Well, we show up an hour early. We try to knock out a couple little details about people's life 15 minutes early.
In the parking lot. In the parking lot. Knock it out. You see the way he said it?
Knock it out, right?
Just knock it out.
Knock it out the box.
Knock this thing up in 45, and then about 45 after that, get to work.
Wow. So y'all came in y'all work outfit. People come in their work clothes.
Oh, no doubt about it. Because you got to leave from work. You got to get there an hour early. Yeah. And you try to maybe run the obituary out of the way before it starts. And then about 45 minutes service, and then 45 minutes of hugging, and then cold cut combo.
Did you say
to go?
So they done got the big sub sandwich. They done
Can I get that napkin right there?
You know they're not making that no more. They're not making it no more. Yep. But the sandwiches is just good. No, we're not getting paid for this. Don't call here and talk about don't advertise. We didn't tell you to do nothing. We just talking about the fact that we mentioned it last week that they weren't doing that. But see, in black funerals, we got to have a full Thanksgiving dinner.
Absolutely.
And it's not homegoing without ham.
Homegoing and ham goes together.
Go together. And you got to have dressing and greens. You got to have at least 4 different cakes.
Your plate got to be heavy.
It's really where everybody try to show
up. You said the potato salad.
The potato
salad. That's the greatest starter in a conversation.
Who made the potato salad? That is the discussion.
Loosens everybody up.
You say it with a smile. Oh, who made the potato salad?
Before you get ready to put your phone.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook, YouTube. I said it like 18 times tonight. You know how to get a hold of us. Download it, listen to it, share it. That's all we ask, just share it.
Mark, I gotta tell you, I like when you get a little sassy. You were just a little sassy right now. You're sassy. Don't ever do that shit. I'm going back tonight just to watch that one part.
I want to see some comments on the feed now.
Oh, shit, girl. Okay.
I don't know if that was the best time to do it. Completely different, opposite. Just real quick, I just want to throw a happy birthday to a friend of mine.
Sure, go for it.
Someone that means a whole lot to me. Special lady in my life, Stephanie. Happy 40th.
All right, 4-0. All right. Join in the club. Happy birthday. You know, we gotta show the love to the special one. All right, guys, when we left off, we gave our booty huff and booty huff picks of the weekend. What's that?
It sounded like you were going to say another word there, and I got scared.
Let's talk about that offline. We gave our booty huff picks and who came through picks of the week. We're going to move it on. We're going to take it just a little bit outside of the NFL season. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Over the past couple of weeks, we talked about Serena Williams and the controversy surrounding it. And of course, this thing just will not go away. You know, I really thought that, well, I don't know why I thought, but I really thought that, you know, we kind of got it all out of our system and we'd be just kind of moving on, but apparently not. In the U.S. Open in the finals match against Naomi Osaka, you know, Serena Williams went the hell off. And, you know, to me, someone who's been watching tennis for decades, nothing new. You know, especially at the U.S. Open, especially when it has Serena Williams involved. But, you know, she went off on a particular umpire who was male and, you know, had some remarks and made some comments that, you know, the controversy was sexist in nature. You know, she felt as though she wasn't, you know, she was being penalized for expressing herself. And the reason why she was being penalized for expressing herself was because she was a woman. And of course, there was the big debate over, you know, male tennis players and female tennis players, you know, John McEnroe, Nick Kyrgios, a lot of, you know, hot-tempered tennis players were thrown into the mix. So, let's fast forward to today. It seems that, one, Serena Williams has been, now Serena Williams, the GOAT, the champion, the person that is basically like one of the driving forces of the WTA, has been ordered to issue an apology to tennis umpires. And on top of that, they have this group of umpires who are actually considering boycotting her next match. What do you think about that?
First of all, you said umpires plural. She has to apologize to.
Yeah.
Didn't she yell at one umpire?
Yep. You know, this could kind of be like a duel. Like this is kind of a WTF too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
As for boycotting, I mean, are they hoping like if there's no judge for the match that she can't play? I mean, she's still going to be there. She's still going to play and make the money. I think she as a player makes a whole lot more money than them, not to mention the endorsements.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure what they're hoping to accomplish through that. That's just a little strange.
Well, I mean, there's strength in numbers. So obviously there is a group. It has to be a significant number of umpires for this to even make it this far.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is my whole thought on the Serena had. They ordered her to issue an apology. First, WTF. Okay, like honestly. Yes, thank you, Miss Marsha. That was my next abbreviation I was going to throw out there. And I want to say that's complete BS. Complete bullshit. Out of all of the meltdowns, broken rackets, you know, curse words, attacks that I've witnessed in my 30 years of watching tennis, I've never, ever seen a tennis player be ordered to issue an apology to anyone let alone an umpire. I mean, what is that? What did what do they think they're gonna? I mean, what is that gonna accomplish? I don't know. I mean, it just almost feels like to me, it's like this: we're gonna put you in your place type shit. And you know, I don't like that at all.
Not to mention, like when she was ranting, she was kind of apologizing at the same time.
You know, I just, gosh, like, you know, I don't, you know. This is some sexy. I mean, like, yo, seriously, I feel like, God, like, yo, whole time. This is some sexist BS.
It makes me think of kids, honestly, because when you apologize to your brother right now.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Like, you're talking to a whole grown ass woman.
Like, it's not going to be a heartfelt apology for one.
Right.
I'd be like, sorry, you're a bunch of butthurt assholes.
Right. And honestly, like, seriously, I don't know who, if it's the WTA or if it's like the US Open people or whatever, but honestly, grow up and, like, give me a fucking break. And, you know, Ms. Marsha, that's a very interesting comment, and I really haven't heard anything. Marsha says, I would love to hear what Billie Jean would say. I would love to hear what Billie Jean had to say about that as well. Have you seen anything on that?
Not her, but did you hear Navratilova wasn't too keen on Serena's actions, which I was very surprised.
Are you serious?
Whoa. Yeah, she kind of went in on her, which that was shocking. I was disheartened.
I ain't gonna comment on that. We'll talk about that offline. But yeah, I would be interested to hear what Billie Jean has to say about that. And honestly, I don't think that the boycott will ever go down. Like, I mean, you're talking about the greatest tennis player.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, the greatest tennis player that ever played the game. Get yourselves together, y'all. Honestly, give that woman the respect she deserves. You know, that's that.
Any tournament they're gonna be judging in, she's the reason the fans are in the seats.
No shit. Like, seriously. And honestly, do you really want to do that? Judging the way that the audience, like the crowd was at the end of the match, like they were like belligerent. They were rude. I mean, like, seriously.
A New York crowd.
Yeah. In typical Queens fashion. Like, seriously though, but I mean, like, come on. That's the driving force behind your whole league. So let's just cut that. Let's just cut that out. I just thought that was very entertaining. I thought I should speak on that. That you should speak on it, actually. And I'm gonna move on to the next thing. I guess this is kind of like a women's segment for real. The WNBA came to a close over the weekend, and you know, I was all hyped up to talk about the Mystics.
You were hyped up to maybe go to a game last Friday.
Right, they just hurt me to my heart. I didn't even text you back after that. You noticed that, right? What was it? The Seattle Storm was representing the West. The Washington Mystics was representing the East in the WNBA. And like I said, I was hoping that Washington mojo would continue on from the Capitals, and that we would have another reason to celebrate with our neighbors down the road, down the Beltway, because the Nationals aren't going to do anything.
They're like 5 out of the wild card.
Yeah, right. So, but alas, what is that, Breanna Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
She's a freaking beast. And we talked about her last season.
Yeah.
You know, basically just put the Storm on her back and just whipped the Mystics' ass. I mean, they didn't even let them win a game.
You know, we'll have to like look through the history books and see if there's ever been another season where both the NBA and WNBA were swept, that the titles were swept.
I ain't even real. Hey, man. You props on that. I ain't even realize that one. Yeah, we're going to look that up.
3-0 sweep.
Yeah.
And they just, every game was just decided by 15, 20 points. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think there was one, that was Wednesday night, right?
I think
talking
so.
About it, yeah. because I watched it. It was at one point in the game, I think that they got the lead down in single digits, and I was like, okay, the Mystics, they are going to, get back into this thing. Man, I think I went up to pull myself a beer or something like that, came back, they was getting their ass whipped by like 15, 16 all over again. I was like,
You're on Ticketmaster looking for tickets.
Right, I was seriously thinking about going. I was texting Mark like, yeah, man, I'm going to go to DC on Friday, go watch this game. I can afford this. You know what I mean? I was going to be on. I was ready. Alas, it was like, nope, not this year, Keisha. And, I got a shout out to Seattle Storm and Breonna Stewart. But they're saying, they're talking about her possibly leaving the Storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And possibly going to the East Coast. They're saying that she kind of wants to go back home to New York where she's from.
So she'll be with the Liberty?
Yeah.
Maybe?
And, I got to be honest, I would say she's like the best player in the WNBA right now. And wherever she goes, if she does go to the East, it will be a shift in power.
Oh, for sure.
Because, as of late, the West has been pretty dominant in the WNBA. So, I'll be having my eye on that. I'm very interested to see how that plays out in the off season.
Well, what's really cool about the WNBA too is, you see West Coast teams both in the finals because the way their playoffs are set up.
Right.
It just so happened the Mystics, it was true East versus West. But yeah, if she goes, she might end up in Connecticut because Connecticut's a strong team, and it's driving distance from New York.
And I believe Gino was at that game. On Wednesday.
At the Wednesday?
I think they mentioned that. We'll have to look into that. I'll confirm that when we come back. But let's keep it moving. Let's move on to another sport. We haven't talked any baseball yet, and I think what we should do up in the next two episodes. Well, our next episode really. I think we should really focus on the end of the regular season in the Major League. There's everybody's in this wild card chase right now. This is when things really start to heat up in the Major League. And I was taking a look at the different, divisions and whatnot. And to me, one of the most intriguing divisions right now is the NL West. We got 3 teams that are kind of battling it out right now. We got Colorado Rockies, right? Got your Diamondbacks. And you got my Dodgers. And I believe right now the structure is Rockies, Dodgers, Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks are 4.5 games out, right? First. Is that correct?
4.5 games. Dodgers are half a game back.
Right on. Okay, now, of course I'm going to pose the question. We've been watching them very closely over the past couple of weeks. And, you always watch all the Arizona teams anyway. Who do you think is going to come out on top of the NL West? All right, do you think Colorado will be able to hold on to that? Because historically, haven't they not been able to?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So when I was looking at this, I think it's important to think about the future,
specifically
the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So starting tonight, the Rockies start a road series.
Right. Yeah.
Start on the road against the Dodgers, 3 games in LA, and then 3 games in Phoenix. So they're facing both Dodgers and the Diamondbacks as they're trying to keep a hold of the division. And then they go on to face the Phillies and then the Nats. So to say that the rest... the Nats are still, they're not playoff, but...
They would love to play spoiler, though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So to say that the road to the end of the season is easy for them is not true at all. The Dodgers, they start tonight against the Rockies.
Yep.
And then they have the Padres, then Arizona, and then they finish up against the Giants.
Lord, have mercy.
So the Padres and Giants, if they don't win those series, there's a problem. They should sweep those series.
Well, tonight for the Rockies, they got John Gray on the mound against Ryu for the Dodgers.
Okay.
The Dodgers are going to win that game. You know what I mean? So, that's I'm pretty sure, every team that's involved in this race is going to be taking it one game at a time. Type of approach. But, to start, this Monday, we're starting the week off. The Dodgers, especially the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, they want to win tonight.
Well, did you see who the Diamondbacks are playing tonight?
Yeah, I was about to say. Now, the Diamondbacks are at home against the Chicago Cubs, and this is going to be a very interesting pitching matchup between Cal Kendricks of the Cubs and Patrick Corbin of the Diamondbacks. I mean, their stats are very similar. Cubs? All right, we'll come back. We're going to wrap up this Major League Baseball talking.
It's the jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show. Hot topics. We discussing anything. It's a go. We going live now. Got a favorite song calling to the show. Is he ready? Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Cheryl Underwood Radio in effect. Man, listen. The Iceman coming. Vic Frost.
Yes, indeed.
Super producer.
I made it.
Oh, hey, super producer. Congratulations to the team. Somewhere in this show, we're going to announce the 255th affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio.
255.
Yes, 255.
Good. 245 away from our goal.
You better say it. 245 away from 500. That's right. We could do it, Jim Kelly, owner and proprietor of Sports Bar. Hey, we're going to talk a lot of sports in this, too, because we got some sports reports coming in the Sports Bar where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop, but we're going to talk some sports at the top of this show, too. But Courtney Black is back with the facts.
You know that.
And we're going to talk a little entertainment that we didn't get from last week because a lot of things went on. Like if Norm Macdonald don't stop talking. We'll talk about that among other things. Who got fired at CBS?
Oops, fine.
No, we could no, it's not what you think.
Text messages.
That's right. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. That's right.
This one's different.
That's right. This one's different.
To that.
That voice you hear is Kyle Irby, our
Be a man at all times.
Absolutely. We're gonna talk about manhood. We're gonna talk about manhood. Maybe at the top of the show. Maybe by the time we get down to Sports Bar, it depends. I am Cheryl Underwood. We are awaiting the return of Harry Sutherland because we want to give him a few little time out. Excuse me, I'm about to speak. Excuse me. Thank you. Because he had to lay his mother to rest last week, and I think he's still going through it. Vic, he's still very heartbroken.
Absolutely,
yeah, very heartbroken. And we learned a lot about Harry, and we're gonna talk about that in the next break. And maybe we get a little comparison of different funerals at the top of the show. Because normally when Harry is here, he gives us that news. You can use that word on the street. That 6 seconds from the hill from our favorite country lord, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland. And we were trying to wait to talk about it, but we just want to still show so much love for him. So let's get it started. We'll be right back with Cheryl Underwood Radio. And now it's time for Cheryl Underwood Radio's 60-second moment in music history. Give it to me, Tyrone Dubois.
Thanks so much, Cheryl. I'm R&B historian Tyrone Dubois with a 60-second moment in music history. Now, gold singles are a great feat by every measure. And
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back. It's the last stretch, man. The last little mini stretch. All the time, man. The time just flies. We're gonna whip through this damn show. Really quickly, Mark's gonna give you some updates.
In the fifth inning now, Blue Jays still up 3-0, so Orioles not letting them score yet. I haven't seen anything about it being postponed because of rain, so hopefully the rain's blown over. Bears are up 7-0 on the Seahawks.
Okay.
What was that look for?
Because, man, I didn't change my pick in time, yo. I'm so mad about that.
Don't worry, I'm perfect on the week so far.
Oh, God. And as they like to say, there's a lot of football left to be played.
Who picked Jacksonville over New England?
I did too, though.
Did you?
I pick them in the league. Yeah, that's why I give you props on that. Yeah. You know, and I'm actually looking pretty good this week, so Fuck, man. I need Seattle to pull that out. Excuse my language. Right, I know, right? All right, so when we left off, we were talking baseball, you guys. We were talking about the Major League. We were talking about the ever-intriguing NL West. And we were talking about a particular matchup that's kicking off, a particular series that's kicking off tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And, you know, like I said, this first game, you want to start the week off with a win.
Yeah.
This might be a tough game. This particular game right here might be a tough one for the Diamondbacks.
Especially with them being 4.5 back, they're definitely trying to claw their way back any way they can.
Absolutely.
It's kind of a positive that they have the Rockies and then the Dodgers as the next series after the series with the Cubs, because I mean that definitely affects the games back. But man, they have the Cubs, the Dodgers, or the Cubs, the Rockies, and the Dodgers. At least it's at home. They finish up the season on the road against the Padres, but they're hoping that the next 9 games they're able to do something to make those Padres games matter.
You know, when we said, you know, earlier, offline before the show started, I was telling you, I was like, you know, these last, like, couple of weeks, you know, and then the first week of October is, like, seriously, like, the most fun time of baseball. And, like, honestly, like, you just did this look ahead, and everybody is intertwined.
Right.
How do they manage to do that shit, like, every year? It's like they almost know. You know what I mean? When they do the schedule, how do they do that? You know?
And the Dodgers are tied with the Cardinals for the second wild card. So, like, we could even see a wild card playoff.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. All right. So, I mean, you know, we did this analysis. We did this look ahead and everything. So, Mark, who do you think is going to come out of the NL West when it's all said and done?
You know, it's a shame that these teams are in such battle so late in the season because they're going to be going into battle each and every game. I don't think whoever wins the division is going to go to the World Series because they're going to be so exhausted. But I have the Dodgers taking the division.
Ah, dang, man, me too. Me too.
Just the way the games fall, man.
Yeah. And, you know, I like, of course, they got a pretty complete team.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just managed to get Matt Kemp back also.
And they got Manny.
And they got Manny, and they got Yasiel Puig, like, you know, and they got my boy, too, Dillinger. But is he been playing right now?
Is he?
He was injured for a minute.
Is Kershaw playing?
Yes, Kershaw is playing. He is, and he's still not. Right, you see
No.
my face. He's still
Is he
not
playing?
Right, that's the real question. Is he really playing? But no, he hasn't really been looking like the Kershaw that, you know, I know and love. But, you know, that's okay because when you have a bullpen like the Dodgers do, you don't have to rely on one person to come through for you every time they take the mound. So, you know, hopefully the Orioles will take a few notes in the offseason and get that thing together, man. Because I don't know if I can take it to the season like the one we had this year. I'm serious. And I know all my Oriole fans out there feel that pain, baby. You know. So, I mean, I guess that's a wrap for the night. You know what I mean? I mean, we talked the football, we talked the baseball, we talked the MMA and all of that. You guys, we'll be back at it next Monday. We've got a lot of fun things planned for you guys in the next couple of months. So, you know, be on the lookout. You know, check the page out. It's Just a Bit Outside Radio page on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram at Major Keish.
MAJORKESC.
Yeah, act like you know, Major Keish. Lots of fun. You guys, thank you so much for coming through tonight. And as always, you know how we end the show. Baltimore, spread love, yo. Go ahead.
Oh!
Go watch this game, man.
now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever.
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul he was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me?